afternoon. I'm going to say good evening then. Okay, I'm back with you folks. I've been and had I'm going to switch it around. I've been and had a coffee, a takeaway coffee from Costa, and I've also been and seen my dad and my stepmom. So I'm now walking along Harriet Street, and as you can see there, that's the Walkden Cricket Club. For those of you familiar with this area, Walkden Cricket Club's been there for quite some time. And if you look just to the right of the cricket club, there's now some new houses on there, some new flats, apartments. That used to be, anybody that remembers, used to be Duffy's Printers. Duffy's Printers was around for quite a while. I think they sold their land off and moved down to Walkden, I think. Down to just by the train station at Walkden, I think it was. So that then became sold off and became flats, apartments. Just up here is top of Harriet Street. As we get towards the playing fields at the top of what used to be the playing fields, and at the very, very top is now Beasley and Fields. I think it used to be called, I can't remember what it used to be called. Can't remember, but it was a building merchant. It's always been a building merchant. And on the left hand side is the Worsley Horticultural Society, just on the left hand side there, where you can get your plants and all that kind of stuff from on occasions. Don't think they can continually open, but I do think they do some on a regular basis, where you can go and get some oh hello, nearly got run over. First time I've nearly got run over. That wasn't too bad, I suppose. What are we on now? 9 or 10 films. First time for being run over. It's not too bad. I'm going to go down this way and take you to the field that is at the top here. And the reason I'm going to take you down here, just talking to my dad there, I believe they've earmarked some building along here. This is all going to be taken out of Greenbelt, as it were. I take it everybody can hear me, by the way. If somebody can just give me a nod, give me a comment or a thumbs up. Hopefully I'll see a thumbs up or a comment in the comments area. Everybody hear me? I'm not seeing any likes or comments at the moment. Presume everybody can hear me. Okay, I'll carry on recording. I'm just hoping that you can hear me. So I believe this area here is going to be built on. They're going to put some houses on here, and I think they're going to extend the Walkden Cricket Club, and that's Walkden Cricket Club ground there. I'll show you that. I'll show you that area when I get on here. And there is Walkden Cricket Club ground. Hi Wayne, okay, so you can hear me, brilliant, good stuff, good to see you pal. So yeah, that's Walkden Cricket Club, and I believe they're going to extend that, put another clubhouse in at some point, and the rest of this over here, where the dogs are there, and the green area is going to be built on. Affordable housing under the Salford housing scheme, I think, but certainly affordable housing, which isn't a bad thing, apart from the fact that it's getting rid of all our green land area. But to be honest, it's just a patch of grass. It doesn't actually get used. I don't think anybody actually uses it for football or anything else. So what's the point in having it if it's not getting used? Quite sure. So I'm walking back down now towards the top of Harriet Street. In fact, it's not called Harriet Street, this bit, is it, that we're walking towards now? It's called Louisa Street, I think. And as you can see right in front of us there, the multicoloured building, that is the back of the shops that I showed you earlier at Walkden. They are the Walkden shops that I showed you earlier on. see. Comes on, backs on to Manchester, not Bolton Road, sorry, not Manchester Road, backs on to Bolton Road. So you can see that. And then just on the right hand side here, I think this used to be a glazer's. Windows, yep. Windows glazing used to be here. And then that door there, 2B, used to be a local knocking shop, massage parlour. And this one on the end here is a beautician, nails, that kind of thing. Obviously all closed now. So there's not many people go there now, unfortunately, whilst it's shut. All of these places are meant to be shut, I think. Yeah, showroom closed. So sadly there's not many shops open now due to the current lockdown situation. Many of you may remember an old company just down there, an old shop just down there on the left hand side. It's now a series of off licenses and so on. But it used to be a TV and audio shop called Rigby and Pearson. I'm sure many of you recall that. I'm just going to turn you to the bottom here because I've got people walking towards me. Just respect their privacy. Just passing Barlow Street. And again, there's not much to talk about on Barlow Street other than there's a couple of scrap yards and motor mechanics, I think, just up at the top end there, as you can see. Had my car repaired there, actually, on the left hand side at Barlow Street Motors. Repaired a bump in my car. And I'm just walking up towards the top, the brow of the hill on Bolton Road, which takes us back to where we walked past earlier on. If you remember, the church in the foreground there is where we were, where we passed earlier before I went down to Walkden. On the right hand side, just coming up, there's a great little shop for anybody interested called Candy Retreat. Fantastic shop, sell ice creams, fantastic ice creams, sweets and that kind of thing. So a good place to go if anybody's thinking of heading over here. I know a lot of locals, a lot of people come along. They stop in there, grab an ice cream, a bit of a snack. They do hot dogs, burgers, that kind of thing, cakes. Stop in there, grab something, and then head over here to Blackleach and go for a walk around Blackleach. So we're just going to turn right onto Hilltop Road rather. Go up here, and this will take us to your start of your Blackleach, which is frequented by quite a few people. Also children as well frequent this place, and I think we'll probably find some remnants of children being over here. I'm expecting to see things like a den, cans, bottles of various alcoholic refreshments and beverages, and dare I say it, the sad world that we live in at the moment, I dare say we'll see a number of nitrous oxide canisters. It's a bit of a sad world, isn't it, when you know that you're going to a place and you can almost dictate what you're going to see when you get there. Again, it's very sad because there's no amenities for kids anymore. There's absolutely no amenities whatsoever for kids. So what do? They congregate on places like this, hang out, drink, smoke, mess about. It's only what we used to do in the day. We just didn't do the nitrous oxide. That's a relatively new thing, isn't it? I personally can't have it. I can't even have it for medical reasons because I've got something called a B12 deficiency with pernicious anemia. And nitrous oxide depletes B12 out of your body completely and absolutely floors you. So I'll just turn you back this way a bit because there's somebody on the right hand side. There's a hut for Blackleach. I presume they have some refreshments and stuff out there, maybe some equipment for people to use. maybe some equipment for the gardeners, ground maintenance to use whenever they're doing work up here. I'm not sure how far I'm going to go in here, if I'm honest. There's a little squirrel. I'm not sure how far I'm going to go in here because it's quite muddy, and again I've come out without boots on. I've only got my trainers on, so it depends how muddy it is. But let's have a look. Let's see where this takes us. If you have a look down here, you'll see a little bit of a lake area. I presume they do fishing and ducks and stuff over here. Little picnic tables, which is good. Plenty of litter bins, in the hope that people keep it respectable and clean. So I'll try and go over here if it's not too muddy. Again, I do ask if I go on my backside and it's on video and any of you upload it to You've Been Framed, then the only thing I ask is we go 50-50, if that's okay. So nice Blackleach Lake, pond, whatever you want to call it, water. A little bit of an island there with some livestock on it, I presume, because there's little nesting boxes or so on there. Don't know if I can video in actually, zoom in. No, can't zoom in. So unless I can zoom in with this, no. So I can't zoom in. So I'm afraid you're going to have to take my word for it that there is a little island with some little boxes on that I presume is for livestock. I don't know, what would they be? Voles, I don't know, birds, etc, etc. In fact, there's a lot of little islands about with wildlife on it. It's quite good. So yeah, doing some good things around here. And we'll just have another walk up here. Not seen any nitrous oxide, any NO2 canisters as yet, so that's a good thing. I will retract that statement if this isn't one of the frequented places. But, this time. We did see them the other day, if you remember, on Highfield. Just moved my camera out of the way so I'm not picking these guys up. Alright. Just a couple of workers working down here on the side of the water. Looks as though they're doing some work renovating the path. Maybe putting some more islands in, I don't know. Yeah, there's quite a bit of work going on down there with diggers. Footpaths closed. Yeah. Putting some dangers in. Putting some drainage in, perhaps. So, there's not much else to see here, really. I'll head back this way and we'll go back to the main road. And I'll walk up towards... towards Falmouth, to where Eaton's used to be. Eaton's. Again, I know quite a few people that used to work there. One person, Amanda, used to work there. Who was on earlier on? Not sure. I've not seen Amanda on this video, but I know she used to work at Eaton's, and one or two others. Did say the other day that Eaton's was one of the good companies in the local area that used to support YTS and apprenticeship schemes alongside the likes of Seddon's. They used to work in conjunction with the various schools to ensure that school leavers got a step on the ladder, first rung of the ladder as it were, and assisted with training jobs, YTS, apprenticeships, etc, etc, which is good. But sadly, no longer there. It's housing now. I understand it. I'm just going down this way. Again, some more seated area. But it is a nice place. It is a nice place. It's just got a bad reputation now, from what I've heard. people don't speak that highly of Blackleach anymore, because in parts it's overgrown, it's not been well kept, and it attracts the wrong type of people, particularly at night. There was a story on Facebook a while ago, probably quite a few months ago, maybe going back as far as 12 months ago, that there was somebody hanging around here and exposing himself. Again, comes back to my reference of undesirables hanging about in places he shouldn't be and generally making a nuisance of themselves. So we're going back here now to where the houses are on this bit. I'll try and cut through here. I don't know if there's a cut through there, but there will be at some point just on the right hand side here where we can get out and head back to the main road, hopefully. This just brings us to the back of that hut, where I presume they do some forest walks, set some forest walks up and so on. There's the typical contraption to stop you riding your bikes through motorbikes, because they don't want undesirables on motorbikes here, which is good. So we're now back out of the park, or coming out of the park, heading back towards Bolton Road. I'm going to go straight across and get us back on the main road, and we'll continue from there. Yeah, caught up with my dad. He's doing well, 80 years of age now. He's not doing too bad, still lives in Walkden. Doesn't get out much, he's retired about 5 years ago. Stepmum, she's doing alright, a few ailments as you would expect. We all get them, I've got them as we get on in life, but like I've just said to the pair of them, you wake up in the morning, you stretch your arms out as wide as you possibly can, and if you're not touching a wooden box, you know, you can get up and live another day. Just got to be grateful at the moment, haven't we, for what we have got. Certainly be grateful for your health. No matter how many challenges we've got, we've just got to be grateful for health. I think that's the main thing. So we're going on to the main road now. Is everybody still with me? Anybody able to comment? A couple of people watching. We've got 30 people on so far. Anybody just give me a thumbs up in the comments, maybe write something in the comments. Just make sure I'm not talking to myself. 28 people, maybe I am talking to myself and people are just dropping off. Okay, I'll carry on. If nothing else, it's a video I can upload. Tracy Williams, good to see you, Tracy, back on. So this is Thorpe Street, just along there. Again, these houses are fairly new. Oh, you can hear me, excellent. Scott can hear me, so that's a good thing. Just going to move my camera across here because I'm passing people. Hi there. And obviously I don't want people to take offence at my recording of them. On the right hand side is Walkden Funeral Care, where, yeah, in fact they're a good Walkden Funeral Care is quite good. When my mum sadly passed away quite a number of years ago, we used Walkden Funeral Care, and they looked after us quite well, which was good. And then in the foreground there, hi Helen, yeah, good to see you. Thank you very much for coming on, and thank you very much for the comment. It shows that I can't, for some reason I can't see the likes. I used to be able to see them, and I think it depends on what the signal is like on mobile as to whether I can see everything on the screen or not. But at the moment I can't see anything on the screen other than comments. These are all new. These flats through here, relatively new. I'm going to cross over in a minute because I've just realised I'm conscious of the fact that I'm videoing oncoming traffic, which means you can see people's faces. So I'm going to cross over and I'll take you past this shop, which is in fact made a mistake earlier on. My earlier video, I said that the shop on, I think it was Algernon Road, was Leo's, and I was incorrect. That was not Leo's, that was Raj's. So it was Raj's shop that used to sell the Indian food. Really, really nice. The one coming up on the left hand side was Leo's. Don't think Leo's got it now. It's still called Leo's Convenience Store, but I don't think it's actually Leo that's got it anymore. It's somebody else who's got it now. We'll carry on walking along there. That shop there, that one there next to the motor shop, motor sales, was a flower shop, Julie's Florist. Again, another very good shop. Used to look after people. I also had a stint a while ago of fitting alarms in houses, and on that street there, just on the left hand side, there's a little estate, and I fitted one of the alarms in there many moons ago. Fitted a few alarms actually around here, to be fair. Over on the right hand side we've got Boogie Nights, which they do fancy dress wear for, I don't know, get-ups, discos, theme nights, 70s, 80s, all that kind of stuff. Even for things like hen parties, stag parties, that kind of thing, you can hire. Oh yes, fishing shop used to be on the right as well. It certainly did. I think it's now called That Little Shop. I think it might be a cafe of some description. Can't remember. Somebody's just let me pass across the road there, which is good. Yeah, a fishing shop. Can't remember what the fishing shop was called. But I remember going in there. I was never ever a fishing kind of person. Oh, if you want to see what the bankings used to look like before they put all the path in, that's what the bankings used to look like. Sort of, probably not quite as overgrown as that, to be fair, but they obviously haven't changed any of that into pathed area, paved area. They've left it as it is, and it's just overgrown. So we're now coming up to North Walkden Primary School, where my 3 older kids used to live. Come on, Paul. Hi, morning. They didn't used to live there, did they? They used to go to school there. And then we moved away. I was telling you that earlier on the video. We moved away to Stockport following a serious break-in, where they came and hit me over the head with a cosh. Gave me a few stitches, ended up going off to hospital. So it was an armed robbery. Or robbery with intent, I think they used to call it back then. So there's the North Walkden School. So my 2 youngest children, 7-year-old and a 13-year-old, used to go to that school when we first moved back here just over 2 years ago. And then my elder daughter moved out of there to Harriet, and my younger daughter moved out to a school over in Farnworth. Only because it was more convenient for us. And for those of you that want to take in the pubs, there's the Vulcan, one of the very few pubs that's still in existence. One of the very few pubs that's still in existence. I've not been in it, to be honest. I don't think I've ever been in that pub. Ever. Yes, the fishing shop was called Rimmers. You're right, the fishing shop was called Rimmers. Well done. But then somebody's saying Rimmers is in Swinton, so does that mean that Rimmers that used to be there have now moved to Swinton, or are we getting mistaken that isn't Rimmers? That shop, the fishing shop there, wasn't Rimmers. It was called something else. Not sure. As I say, I never used to be one for fishing, but Michael Dickinson was one for fishing. before they built the new estate. I was saying on the video the other day that it was literally farmland all the way across there as far as the eye could see. And that's where he used to do a lot of his fishing, and on the odd occasion I would go with him, if nothing else, just to get bitten by dragonflies, which was a pain in the neck because they didn't half hurt. But I was never really a fisherman, just couldn't take to it. Other than fishing for sharks, baby sharks in Turkey off the back of a boat, that's the one thing I did used to do. Nice new houses just here now on Bolton Road that are fairly new, and again on the right hand side there, if anybody was listening to the videos the other day, you'll recall me saying that my son-in-law, who's a roofer, was working over here putting roofs on new houses. They are indeed the houses that he's working on. I'm not sure how long he's going to be left on that. I think it's not that far off coming to an end. And that is where Eaton's used to be. Eaton's used to be. So that was all demolished, sold off. And Eaton's factory was at the back of those houses. But essentially all of that land there was the entrance to Eaton's, the exit from Eaton's, and Eaton's itself. And that's now called Reynolds Place. R-E-Y-N-O-L-D-S, Reynolds Place. And as you can see now, we're continuing to walk up Bolton Road. I'm just going to hide the camera again. I'll put the camera out of the way because I'm passing some people. So just bear with me a second. I'll pass these people. And then I'll catch up with you again in a bit. Okay, so you may recall Oakhill Trading Estate, Devonshire Road. I don't know if any others amongst you took any of your driving lessons down here, but I remember my mum bringing me down here for driving test, or driving lessons rather, and we were doing 3-point turns and so on down here, which was, it's quite good. Again, not been down here for a while. Right at the bottom of here, if we were continuing right the way down here, we would come to the Rucks. Now I'm sure people will correct me, but there was 2 coal hills in Littleton. There was the Slacks, which is down by Lucasade, at the back of Lucasade, or what used to be Lucasade. They were known locally as the Slacks. And then this area at the bottom of here, at the very end of this road, it was called the Rucks. And if we were to walk over the Rucks, it would then take us on to where I used to live, Windsor Avenue, that kind of area. And then eventually down onto Easton Way, where the Pied Piper was. I'll just go around here and then I'll probably head back. But if I point down that way now, you'll see right the way down that road, it's a dead end right at the end. And as I say, if we were to walk right the way down there, we could probably walk onto one of the footpaths, which I think we're going to end up on very shortly. But I'm not going to go down that way, I'm going to go back this way. Back onto the main road and take you down there. Or if anybody remembers this area, we used to go on this area, and this is what it looks like now. Got a security office there, it doesn't even look as though it's manned. Quite a big trading estate. It appears to be quite busy. And one thing I will say, it certainly looks a lot smarter and a lot cleaner than one or two of the other industrial estates, trading estates that we've been on, or that I'm aware of around here. I've missed some comments there. Tracy You're saying something about opposite the antelope. I will catch up on the comments later once I'm back home, and then I can get involved on those comments and that discussion, and then we can see what everybody's talking about. So I'm heading now back to I don't know if it's still Bolton Road, but I'm heading back to the main road, and across the road there is the mill, one of the big mills that used to be around here. Still a mill, but there's not many people in it anymore, not many companies in it. There used to be, in fact I think there still is, a bike dismantler's in there, and as I said to you earlier on the videos, I did have motorbikes back in the day, and that was one of the areas I used to get the motorbike parts from. The other area was over in Bolton, underneath the arches, just by Rakes Lane. Used to get them from there. My battery's going, folks. I don't know why my battery's going, because it's been on charge whilst I was at my dad's. Obviously it's taking a hit. So listen, I will call it a day for now on this video, and I'll maybe catch up with you all later and see if we can pick up some more. Okay, speak to you later guys. Take it easy. Have a great day. Bye now.